that does not mean that we're like some leftist liberal. You know, they're calling the Epstein files a Democratic hoax. How is this a hoax?
It wasn't 5,000 times that his name was mentioned. It was 38,000 times.
And before they move on past her, like I said, me personally, I haven't had it happen yet, and I've been telling y'all in previous videos, but I'm telling you, I'm surrounded by a lot more, like my family most, whatever, man. I'm surrounded by a lot of conservatives. It just is what it is. I'm surrounded by a lot of conservatives, and they're MAGA conservative. And every time I go point to point and fucking try and poke holes in their arguments and things of that nature, it kind of goes left all the time. But if anybody comes to me, right, any of these people, family, friends, whatever, and saying, hey man, I'm at it, I'm at that breaking point, I'm sorry that I voted for Trump, I've got a list of topics that I need you to address with me personally to understand why you feel bad and what kind of conservative views you still hold dear and true to you. I get you don't have to agree with me on everything, but there's a few key ones that I feel like you conservative MAGA folks have been down for, or have just ignored, put the blinders on to just skate by on those, that I just can't get past, and I need you to speak to those. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trey.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Back at it with another video.
Another one.
First and foremost, for everybody that's been subscribing, really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. It don't cost you anything. I'm a new YouTuber and it helps me get out there more. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into another video. This video right here is going to be a bunch of people reacting to kind of regretting voting for Trump. And I was kind of thinking about it as I was watching this video. I am an I told you so person. Not one of my proudest things to have to admit, but I am a I told you so person. Not, I hope, not an annoying one that I gotta say it over and over again, but more so in if somebody told me that they regretted their vote for Trump, I would be along the lines of,
Bitch, hey, bitch.
Hey man, I've been trying to tell you, but what made you, come to this realization? So I think that's how I would go about it. But I would get I was trying to tell you, or I was telling you, I would get one of those off. But I mean, I don't believe in just continuing to hit that. I know, there's a lot of videos online about people saying, oh, y'all voted for this, fuck around, find out, all that different stuff. And I'm like, I get that. I get that initial reaction. But now that they're here, you know what I'm saying, for starters, let's work on fixing it for the midterms. And, we'll see who we get for the next election, to be continued on that end. But we need to really get to the bottom of how we never let this shit happen. This is never let this shit happen again. But that's just me. But let's go ahead and get into the video. I don't want to be on my soapbox for too long.
I'm really scratching my head because I voted Republican, and most of us in the fishing industry did, and we're...
Oh, sorry. This is TYT Sports that we're reacting to, that put this all together. I apologize.
Not seeing the positives come out of it, why we voted that way.
We are now seeing more and more videos like these come to light.
Hey, why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
Well, to be honest, I wanted no tax on overtime, but I'm starting to regret my decision because I think it's a lie now.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Do you honestly think that's going to happen?
I don't.
Yeah, that's my opinion about that. So, I don't know. I really don't know much about politics.
It sounds like that dude might have only had the one. He has more than the one thing, but he only wants to admit the one thing as he's talking to Parker. And I wonder how many people really, because the world's not the world, the country's a big place, and like not everybody gets a vote, but the people that do get a vote, are there some people that just like there's like one issue, like for instance, the people that trans is their issue, like they think Democrats trans for everybody, that they really feel so strongly about that they're willing to just their vote is based off of that one issue. And you've seen Kamala support something in the past or something along those lines. But, right there, he's bringing up one issue and he knows that it's not going to happen anymore. So he's like, that kind of sucks. I feel like there might be more than just him that are like a one issue kind of voter, or one issue that's weighed so heavy that they'll say, fuck everything else. Fuck the racism, fuck the bigotry, the fact that he lied nonstop in the previous. Nope, I don't care about none of that stuff. I harping on trans because I know a lot of people feel strongly about that. But yeah, just the shit that the Dems are talking about with trans, I can't get that. I can't get behind that. So, my vote's on Trump. It's weird, man. It's weird. And I feel like there are so many other things going on that are way more important, but whatever.
Politics, but...
And while some admit stuff like this,
to the numerous people who are telling me it's too late to regret my vote for Donald Trump, too late to be woke, my response to that is shame on you. Shame on you for discouraging other people to come forward and take accountability for their mistake.
I'm going to try to have a little bit of grace with this one because I can see that you're trying. The first thing you need to understand is that simply because you regret your vote does not give you automatic forgiveness. I saw in some of your videos that you said you're taking accountability, and making a video saying you regret is part of that. But then there has to be some follow through. There has to be some action after. The changed behavior has to come after the...
And you also don't get to tell other people. We were screaming so loud, like me personally, I've never been a supporter of Trump. Like there's a laundry list of reasons why. I think ultimately he's a piece of shit human being, and he has shown us that he's not somebody that I would encourage anybody to try and be like. If real life was a movie, he would be the villain. I don't understand how we as a society we love a good story. We love a good underdog story. We love cheering for the hero. We'll go to the movies and watch the latest Marvel, DC, and all these different things. And ultimately, you're always rooting for the good guy to triumph. Majority of people, like I'd say 90 to 95% of people. But then you would go to bat and vote for this person. I'm sorry. Anyway, but when we've been speaking so loudly for all these years about how you need to not vote for this guy and all the reasons why, and then you voted for him probably 3 times, and then at this point you're like, I'm awake now. Thank you. Welcome me to the team. Give me a hug. And it's like, oh, whoa, calm down. Like I was telling you all of the things. You got past all of the things and voted for him every single time. And now you want me to welcome you with open arms. Like, nah, you got to take you some time and get all of the shit that I have to say, or, we as, the people that were against it from the beginning, that we have to say before you just get welcomed in. Like you will be welcomed in, but yeah, no, there's some things we got to talk about.
The apology.
Angie is absolutely right here. And let me be clear, it's going to be a theme.
I finally woke up. I've been MAGA all these years, and I regret it, man.
Damn, really?
Like, for real, like I woke up, man, and it's been one lie after another, and I just wanted to hop on here and let you know that. And it's causing a lot of tension between, like, friends and family now that I don't support MAGA no more, and it's kind of ridiculous.
What was it that was the final straw?
I think the final straw is multiple things, but the couple main things to me was no new wars, the whole Epstein files, like how is his name mentioned so many times, and these MAGA people it's just like goes in one ear and out the other. I don't get it.
I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but as far as the Epstein files thing goes, I know at this point we'll never get. Well, I don't think we'll ever get the real, true facts about his involvement. I think that it will always be one of those things that it will be watered down, that will be, redacted, whatever. I don't think we're ever going to get but like, let's just be realistic. Just be realistic. This was your best friend, no matter how much he tries to distance himself from him now. He was your best friend for a long time. Y'all partied together. He introduced you to your latest wife. All these different things. Yeah. You knew the kind of person that he was. 9 times out of 10, you participated. Like, my ride or dies, the people that I roll with, blah, 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 if they was up to whatever, this, that, and the third, like, you know what I'm saying, if they going out to have some drinks and we drinking and party, like, I'm gonna be drinking and partying too. Like, I'm participating. If that's my ride or die for years upon years, we're into the same kind of things. Or I'm aware of all the things that he's into and I'm okay with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't participate in that, but that's not the reason why me and him aren't friends. Like, I'm not going to disown him for that, right? Yeah, I just, we're never going to get the true story behind it, but I just wanted to let my piece be known.
Yeah. And I just feel like everything he campaigned on was just a lie, like saying he's going to end the Russia-Ukraine war in 24 hours. That didn't happen. The economy's in shambles right now. Like, prices aren't going down like he promised. And
so tons of people call in or join TikTok lives, depending on the show, to let the masses know they are indeed regretful. But
so how are we, the people that voted for Donald Trump, supposed to continue to support him when his name has been mentioned 5,000 times in these files that have been dropped? Honestly, I'm a little bit shocked at how people from my party, I'm a conservative, I have conservative values, voted for Trump, etc. How are we making excuses for Trump? I'm truly baffled because he wasn't convicted. I mean, how do you get your name mentioned that many times? I think it's time that we hold these people accountable that are doing.
I love the fact that she's doing this video while the kids are just in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you trying to do something, and your kids are just in the background, like, baby girl or baby boy, I don't know which, they part of the video too. They like, yeah, no, I'm talking too, mama. I'm just saying. I remember when my kids were that young, there's no way in hell I'd be recording a TikTok or a YouTube or anything while the kids was in the room. Yeah, the kids don't even be in here and they older. I still don't have them in here.
These disgusting things to children, irregardless of who you voted for, what you support, we can call something bad that is bad and still be conservative, Just because we criticize a particular person or people, that does not mean that we're like some leftist liberal. They're calling the Epstein files a Democratic hoax. How is this a hoax?
It wasn't 5,000 times that his name was mentioned. It was 38,000 times.
And before they move on past her, like I said, me personally, I haven't had it happen yet. And I've been telling y'all in previous videos, but I'm telling you, I'm surrounded by a lot more, like my family most, well, whatever, man. I'm surrounded by a lot of conservatives. It just is what it is. I'm surrounded by a lot of conservatives, and they're MAGA conservatives. And every time I go point to point and fucking try and poke holes in their arguments and things of that nature, it kind of goes left all the time. But if anybody comes to me, right, any of these people, family, friends, whatever, and saying, hey, man, I'm at it. I'm at my breaking point. I'm sorry that I voted for Trump. I've got a list of topics that I need you to address with me personally to understand why you feel bad and what kind of conservative views you still hold dear and true to you. I get you don't have to agree with me on everything, but there's a few key ones that I feel like you conservative MAGA folks have been down for or have just ignored, put the blinders on to just skate by on those that I just can't get past, and I need you to speak to those personally.
Across the files, including mentions of Trump, Melania Trump, Mar-a-Lago, and related terms. It's mind-blowing. Did you really have to see the files to know? All the pictures with him and Jeff. All the pictures with him, Jeff, Ghislaine Maxwell, Melania. All those pictures with them together. The videos with them together. That wasn't enough.
Look, while he is right, let's also understand that this voter will push Trump aside, yet continue voting Republican and continue voting for J.D. Vance if and when he is the nominee. What she doesn't see is he, like the rest of the Republicans, are in on it and enable the pedos.
If you're a MAGA worthless piece of shit, and have recently come to the conclusion that you no longer want to be a MAGA worthless piece of shit, but your ego won't let you admit you're wrong, I have some advice for you. Just say you were deceived. Say you were lied to, and you no longer are a MAGA worthless piece of shit. Now, pro tip, don't try to explain it. Don't try to explain why you were lied to, because then it all falls apart. If you say dumb shit, I didn't know he would do that. Yeah, he did. Yeah, so just stick to it. We'll give you a pass and let you go, okay, fine, he admitted he was deceived, and that'll be good enough for us to move forward just a tad. Still not for.
So am I the drama? Am I the problem? Because what he's saying, I should accept that, but I would ask the questions. I want to deep dive. I want to understand better.
Forgiven. But at least we can all agree that, you're no longer as big as a piece of shit you were, but that's your out. Just say you were deceived. And to be perfectly clear, if you're on the right side of history, and one of these MAGA worthless pieces of shit comes up to you and says, hey, I've been deceived, I'm not saying to forgive them. Just don't rake them over the coals right away. Because if they're starting to see the cracks in their foundation of their beliefs that are starting to fall apart, the whole thing's going to come tumbling down soon. So just give them a little grace period and check back in on them later.
The Right Amount gave his take on how those seeing the lies of MAGA can potentially handle these new feelings they have.
They don't mean it. They don't mean it. Anyone who posts a video crying, snot running down their face, saying, I voted for him 3 times and I regret it, and then turn around and say, why isn't anyone being nice to me? I told you I regret it. They don't mean it. They don't mean
another 2 years
because genuine regret means nothing unless it is followed with actions. Show me how much you regret it. Don't expect anything. Show me how much you regret it. What are you doing to fix the egregious errors of your ways? I made a mistake. Now give me a hug. Tell me it's okay. Coddle me. Don't hold me responsible for anything. That's not regret. That is jumping ship, joining what you assume is the winning side, and hoping no one's gonna notice me while I'm here. I can just blend in. And I don't want any responsibility. Because I'm just, oh my God, I'm just so sad, guys. I just can't believe that. I can't believe I was I hope God forgives me. Nope.
Fellow TikToker Arta the Artist explains key fundamental steps that many who post videos such as these likely will not put into practice.
I didn't vote for this is the new I was just following orders. You knew what you were voting for. It was about cruelty and control. Those were the 2 main things. You just wanted to punish people who were different than you. However, I continue to say this, one of the biggest problems in this country is that...
Oh, he big mad. See, I don't have his energy anymore. I just, like I said, I was beginning to think that I had lost my grip on reality. I was so alone against all the conservatives and the MAGA. I still am. I still am surrounded by a large amount of conservatives. I get to come home and be among sane people again, and I talk to some of my family and get to just feel like I'm not alone in this crazy world. But for the most part, yeah, no, people are on that side, man. It's crazy. It's crazy because we are not the 1%, the top 1%. Yeah, they believe in it wholeheartedly. But no, I am not as angry as he is. Maybe I should be.
People don't care unless it is personally and directly affecting them. You knew who that man was in 2016, you knew in 2020, and you definitely knew in 2024. Personally, I will not accept anyone who is regretting their vote until you do something to help fix the mess you created. A lot of you are going to feign ignorance and you're upset that you were duped. A lot of you will never admit that you're in a cult, and you won't admit that you helped cause the destruction of this country right now. Project 2025 was available to everyone, and the problem is why a lot of people are crying, mainly Republicans and most especially MAGA, because it's affecting red states. It's affecting a lot of people in red states who get government subsidies, and you didn't think it would affect you. There was literally an interview with a Trump voter who said they wanted to get rid of Obamacare, and they didn't know it was the same thing as the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, that's been going on for a long time, but that's because we have a lack of education amongst our American society. As he was talking, I was kind of thinking about something that one of the other folks had said, and kind of bringing it home for me. I wonder if because of your ego, because of their ego, instead of saying, hey, I made a mistake and I'm regretting my vote, if they doubled down, because it's like, I can't be wrong. I spent all of these years, so we're talking 2016 until now, I spent 10 years telling all the people that were arguing against me that they were wrong and I was right. I need to be right. I have lost so much. Like, some of these people have lost family, friends, isolated themselves. They're lonely in the world now. Yeah, so I wonder if there are people, right? Not some of these people that are coming out, but if there's some people that are just like double, tripling, quadrupling down, because it's like, I need so bad to be right. So I will just keep going to the mat and defending this guy. Yeah, and no matter what, it's wrong, right? But I'm just wondering if that's a personality or a reasoning, a rationale for some conservative Trump supporters.
It's very sad and disappointing, but not surprising. A lot of you are ignorant, hateful, and uneducated. And when I say that, I mean uneducated in the sense that you are completely oblivious to what is happening in front of your very eyes.
Andrew Case here, meanwhile, makes, well, his case. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can.
So this TYT Sports, so the Young Turks, TYT Sports, he's always on top of it. He puts out a decent amount of content too. So like I said, I'm gonna keep showing y'all different independent media that I ingest. And sometimes mainstream media, but I really don't go to them for a lot of breaking news and their take on things, because it's been co-opted and commercialized, and there's a whole bunch of flair, and I don't need I appreciate a little bit of comedy, but yeah, when you're trying to push a bunch of propaganda and stuff like that, I don't really care for it, or be performative. But yeah, no, that's going to be the end of it for me. Obviously, I talked a lot through it, so y'all understand where I'm coming from. But let me know where y'all are coming from in the comments section. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you learned anything new, share it with your peoples. Get the conversation going. Keep the information flowing. And yeah, until next time, I'll holla at you.
Hating on my energy. I don't think you wanna be my enemy. I pop out, they go wild, so celebrity. Too busy winning, I forgot that I